What if everything you've been told about success is wrong? What if it's not about being the smartest, the most talented, or the most naturally gifted person in the room, but about something far less glamorous and far more powerful? Because here's the truth most people don't want to hear. There are countless brilliant people who never win. People with incredible ideas, high intelligence, and massive potential, who still end up stuck, frustrated, and wondering why success keeps passing them by. And then there are others, people who don't stand out at first, who aren't the most talented, who don't have all the advantages, yet somehow they rise, they grow, they win, not once, but over and over again. So what's the difference? In this video, you're going to discover the real force behind lasting success. Not motivation that fades, not hype that disappears, but something deeper, something you can actually control every single day. If you've ever felt like you're capable of more, if you've ever started strong but struggled to stay consistent, if you've ever wondered why success feels so close yet so far away, then this message is for you. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to hear could completely change how you approach your goals, your habits, and your future. The idea that discipline beats talent when talent lacks consistency reveals a hard truth that many people resist accepting. Natural ability, no matter how impressive, is powerless without repeated, intentional effort. Talent can give someone a strong start, allowing them to grasp concepts quickly, perform tasks with ease, or stand out early in their journey, but it does not guarantee progress over time. Without discipline, even the most gifted individuals tend to become inconsistent, relying on bursts of motivation or moments of inspiration, rather than building a steady rhythm of action. This inconsistency creates gaps in growth, and those gaps eventually widen into missed opportunities, unfinished goals, and unrealized potential. Discipline, on the other hand, is not dependent on mood, energy, or external circumstances. It is a conscious commitment to show up and do the work regardless of how one feels. A disciplined person may not start with the same level of talent, but through daily repetition, focused effort, and a willingness to improve step by step, they steadily build skills that compound over time. While a talented person might practice only when it feels convenient, the disciplined individual practices when it is uncomfortable, when it is boring, and when there is no immediate reward. And this difference in behavior creates a powerful advantage. Consistency allows the disciplined person to refine their abilities, correct their mistakes, and develop resilience, while the talented but inconsistent individual often plateaus, repeating the same patterns without meaningful progress. Over time, the gap between them becomes undeniable, not because talent disappeared, but because it was never supported by the structure needed to grow. Discipline turns effort into habit, and habit into results, creating a reliable system that produces improvement regardless of starting point. It eliminates the unpredictability of relying on motivation and replaces it with a dependable process that moves a person forward every single day. This is why discipline is often described as a multiplier of potential, because it takes whatever ability a person has and expands it through consistent application. Without discipline, talent remains raw and underdeveloped, like a powerful engine that is never used to its full capacity. While with discipline, even average ability can evolve into exceptional performance through persistence and repetition. The real advantage of discipline lies in its ability to sustain effort over long periods, allowing small gains to accumulate into significant achievements, while talent without consistency fades into unrealized promise. The idea that success is built on daily habits, not occasional brilliance, highlights the difference between momentary effort and sustained progress, showing that what a person does consistently matters far more than what they do occasionally. Many people believe that one big idea, one breakthrough moment, or one burst of intense effort will change everything. But lasting success rarely works that way. It is not created in isolated moments of greatness. It is constructed through small, repeated actions that may seem insignificant at first, but gradually build momentum over time. Daily habits form the structure of a person's life, shaping their mindset, behavior, and results without requiring constant decision-making or bursts of motivation. When an action becomes a habit, it moves from being a choice to being automatic, which reduces resistance and increases consistency. This is why individuals who succeed at a high level often focus less on dramatic effort and more on maintaining simple routines that align with their goals. Occasional brilliance, while impressive, is unreliable because it depends on conditions such as mood, energy, or inspiration, all of which can fluctuate. A person may perform exceptionally well on certain days, but fail to maintain that level of performance consistently, leading to uneven progress and missed opportunities. In contrast, daily habits create stability, ensuring that progress continues regardless of external circumstances. Even modest actions, when repeated every day, accumulate into meaningful results due to the compounding effect, where each small improvement builds upon the last. Over time, this steady accumulation becomes far more powerful than sporadic bursts of effort, as it creates a continuous upward trajectory rather than a cycle of progress and stagnation. Habits also shape identity, reinforcing the belief that a person is someone who shows up, puts in the work, and follows through on commitments, which further strengthens consistency. This identity-driven behavior makes it easier to maintain discipline because actions are no longer based solely on willpower, but on a sense of alignment with who one believes they are. Without strong daily habits, even the most talented or intelligent individuals can struggle to achieve long-term success, as their efforts lack the consistency needed to produce lasting results. The true power of habits lies in their ability to turn effort into a natural part of life, removing the need for constant motivation and allowing progress to continue almost effortlessly. By focusing on what is done every day rather than what is done occasionally, a person creates a reliable system for growth that steadily moves them closer to their goals, regardless of how small each individual step may seem. The idea that self-control is the foundation of long-term achievement centers on the ability to govern one's thoughts, emotions, and actions in a way that aligns with future goals rather than immediate impulses. Every day presents countless choices between what is easy and what is necessary, between instant gratification and delayed reward. And it is self-control that determines which path a person consistently follows. Without it, even the clearest goals and strongest intentions can be overridden by distractions, temptations, and emotional reactions. A person may know exactly what needs to be done, yet still fail to act accordingly because their decisions are influenced by momentary feelings rather than deliberate judgment. Self-control creates a gap between impulse and action, allowing a person to pause, evaluate, and choose a response that serves their long-term interests instead of their short-term desires. This ability becomes especially critical in challenging situations where discomfort, boredom, or frustration might otherwise lead to avoidance or poor decisions. Long-term achievement requires sustained effort over extended periods, and that effort often involves tasks that are repetitive, demanding, or not immediately rewarding. Without self-control, it becomes difficult to maintain focus during these moments, leading to inconsistency and eventually a breakdown in progress. It also plays a key role in emotional regulation, helping individuals manage fear, doubt, stress, and setbacks without allowing those emotions to dictate their behavior. When emotions are left unchecked, they can lead to impulsive decisions, loss of direction, and abandonment of goals, whereas self-control provides stability and keeps actions aligned with purpose. In addition, self-control strengthens decision-making by encouraging thoughtful choices rather than reactive ones, reducing the likelihood of mistakes that can delay or derail progress. It acts as an internal discipline that guides behavior even when external pressure or accountability is absent, making it a reliable force for maintaining consistency. Over time, repeated acts of self-control reinforce positive patterns, turning disciplined actions into habits and reducing the effort required to stay on track. This gradual strengthening creates a compounding effect where each controlled decision makes the next one easier, building resilience and mental endurance. Without self-control, progress becomes fragile, easily disrupted by external influences or internal fluctuations, but with it, a person gains the ability to stay committed regardless of circumstances. It transforms intention into action and ensures that effort is directed consistently toward meaningful outcomes, allowing achievements to build steadily over time through focused and deliberate behavior. The idea that persistence transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary results reflects the power of continuing forward even when progress seems slow, uncertain, or difficult, showing that consistent effort over time can elevate even average abilities into remarkable achievements. Many people begin with energy and enthusiasm, but they stop when they encounter obstacles, setbacks, or a lack of immediate results, which prevents their efforts from reaching their full potential. Persistence is what separates those who merely try from those who ultimately succeed, because it ensures that effort is not abandoned prematurely. When a person persists, they give their actions enough time to produce meaningful outcomes, allowing small improvements to accumulate and compound into something far greater than what was initially possible. Ordinary effort, when applied repeatedly and without interruption, begins to build momentum, and that momentum gradually increases the impact of each action. Challenges and failures, instead of being endpoints, become part of the process, offering opportunities to learn, adapt, and refine strategies. Persistence changes the way setbacks are perceived, turning them from reasons to quit into reasons to adjust and continue. This mindset allows individuals to remain focused on their long-term objectives rather than being discouraged by short-term difficulties. Over time, persistent effort strengthens skills, deepens understanding, and builds resilience, all of which contribute to higher levels of performance. What may start as simple, consistent action evolves into expertise as repetition reinforces learning and reduces errors. Persistence also creates a psychological advantage by developing confidence, as each step forward, no matter how small, reinforces the belief that progress is possible. This belief fuels further effort, creating a cycle where action leads to improvement, and improvement encourages continued action. Without persistence, even strong efforts lose their effectiveness because they are not sustained long enough to create significant change. But with persistence, even modest actions gain power through continuity. It allows a person to push through periods of stagnation where results are not immediately visible, trusting that consistent effort will eventually produce outcomes. This ability to continue despite uncertainty or difficulty is what transforms effort from something temporary into something impactful. Over extended periods, persistence bridges the gap between where a person starts and where they aim to be, ensuring that effort is not wasted but instead builds upon itself, gradually turning consistent action into measurable success and allowing ordinary inputs to generate outcomes that appear extraordinary to those who do not see the process behind them. The idea that clear goals combined with disciplined action create predictable success emphasizes the importance of direction and consistency working together to produce reliable outcomes. Goals provide a defined target, giving purpose to effort and ensuring that energy is not wasted on random or unproductive activities. Without clear goals, actions can become scattered, driven by immediate demands or shifting priorities rather than a focused vision, which leads to inconsistent progress and unclear results. When a goal is specific and well-defined, it acts as a guide for decision-making, helping a person determine what actions are necessary and what distractions should be avoided. However, a goal on its own is not enough, because intention without action does not produce results. This is where disciplined action becomes essential, as it translates the goal into consistent behavior that moves a person forward step by step. Discipline ensures that actions are taken regularly, regardless of motivation or external circumstances, creating a steady path toward the desired outcome. When clear goals and disciplined action are combined, they form a structured process where each effort has a purpose and contributes directly to progress. This alignment reduces uncertainty because the individual is not guessing what to do next. They are following a deliberate plan based on their objective. Over time, this consistency makes success more predictable, as repeated actions lead to measurable improvements that accumulate and bring the person closer to their goal. Predictability does not mean that the journey is free from challenges or setbacks, but it means that progress is reliable because it is based on a system rather than chance. Each disciplined action reinforces the direction set by the goal, creating a feedback loop where progress can be evaluated and adjusted if necessary. This allows for continuous improvement, as mistakes are identified and corrected without losing focus on the overall objective. In contrast, without clear goals, even disciplined effort can be misdirected, and without discipline, even clear goals remain unfulfilled. The strength of this concept lies in the interaction between clarity and consistency, where the goal defines the destination and disciplined action ensures movement toward it. As this process continues, over time, small, consistent efforts build momentum, making it easier to maintain progress and overcome obstacles. The combination of knowing exactly what is desired and committing to the actions required to achieve it removes much of the uncertainty that often surrounds success, turning it from something that feels random into something that can be approached with confidence and intention. The idea that emotional mastery over fear, doubt, and procrastination is essential highlights the internal battles that often determine whether a person moves forward or remains stuck, despite having the ability and opportunity to succeed. Emotions are powerful forces that can either support progress or quietly sabotage it, depending on how they are managed. Fear can prevent action by magnifying risks and creating hesitation, making even simple steps feel overwhelming. Doubt can weaken confidence, causing a person to question their abilities and second-guess their decisions, which leads to delays or complete inaction. Procrastination, often driven by discomfort or the desire to avoid effort, creates a cycle where important tasks are repeated, lie postponed, reducing momentum and increasing pressure over time. Without emotional mastery, these forces operate unchecked, shaping behavior in ways that move a person away from their goals rather than toward them. Emotional mastery does not mean eliminating these feelings, because they are natural and unavoidable, but it involves developing the awareness and control needed to respond to them constructively instead of reacting impulsively. This control allows a person to act despite fear, continue despite doubt, and begin tasks even when there is resistance. It creates a separation between feeling and action, ensuring that decisions are guided by purpose rather than temporary emotional states. Over time, this ability strengthens resilience as repeated exposure to discomfort becomes more manageable and less intimidating. When fear is faced consistently, it loses its intensity. When doubt is challenged through action, confidence gradually replaces uncertainty. When procrastination is overcome through disciplined starts, productivity becomes more natural. Emotional mastery also enhances focus by reducing the mental noise created by negative or distracting thoughts, allowing attention to remain on what truly matters. It supports consistency, as actions are no longer dependent on fluctuating emotions, but are instead driven by commitment and intention. This stability is critical for long-term progress, where sustained effort is required even in the absence of immediate results or external validation. Without emotional mastery, progress becomes fragile, easily disrupted by stress, setbacks, or changing moods, but with it, a person gains the ability to maintain direction regardless of internal or external challenges. It transforms obstacles into manageable experiences rather than overwhelming barriers, allowing steady movement forward through controlled and deliberate behavior that aligns with long-term objectives rather than short-term emotional comfort. In conclusion, success is not reserved for those who are naturally gifted or intellectually superior, but for those who are willing to commit to discipline as a way of life. It is built through consistent habits guided by clear goals, strengthened by persistence, and protected by self-control and emotional mastery. Every step forward, no matter how small, becomes powerful when it is repeated with purpose and determination. The journey to success is not about sudden breakthroughs or moments of brilliance, but about showing up every day, doing the work, and refusing to quit when challenges arise. When discipline becomes your foundation, success is no longer uncertain or distant. It becomes inevitable through steady, focused action over time. Wishing you strength, clarity, and unwavering discipline on your journey ahead. May you stay committed to your goals, overcome every obstacle, and achieve the success you truly deserve. Thank you for your time and attention.